have a feeling this might be the last Lewin book. To be fair, they're all out of order. We seem to just be jumping from country to country, nation to nation rather, so I'm not quite sure if this is the last one, but it looks like it might be the last one in this current stack of books. So, String of Pearls, a 5-volume collection. Oh, okay, looks like we are conducting a play? Sure, okay. Do I have to do voices? I don't want to do voices. Oh no. Volume 1, Act 1, of Fish and Water. Male role, Fan Die. Female role, Zijin. Comic role, Grandma Chang. I like how they specifically call out the comic role. Okay. Scene 1, enter Jishin wearing blue clothes. Aloud. Jishin was the female, yes. The tide reflects the mountains low. A light breeze nurtures reefs below. Aside. I am a fisherman's daughter. I grew up by the dock. This year I am 16 years old. My parents are old now. What choice do I have but to take up the oar myself? If it would seem I am fated for a life on the ocean. Dongtang, lento, inig. What? I don't know what it meant. I don't know what any of this means because it's repeated down here as well. I don't understand. With sail rope in hand, I cast the net among the free-swing fish. It is with their trade that I shall sustain my family. Zishin casts out the net and brings it back in. Dongtang, appassionato. It is hard every day under the sun, moon and stars. The rich live fitfully whilst the poor must struggle. This is the way of things. I too am envious of the wealthy women's splendour, though I have never pitied myself, even with but a single string of pearls on my wrist. I have nothing to show for myself but bare walls. All I have is what I make with my own hands. Jishin ties her boat to the wharf and jumps to the shore. Dongtang, Senza Misura. It's time to go on the streets and sell fish. Exit Zishin. Scene 2. Enter Zishin, carrying a handbasket. Dongtang, strasiante. Fresh fish, buy it here, buy it now. Enter Grandma Zheng carrying a flower basket. Sprachstimme. I don't speak German. Look at those fish. Fish wag their tails, spraying Grandma Zheng with water. So fierce, they will make a tasty soup. All soaked like that from head to hips. Hips! Oh, you. I thought she was talking about fish. I'm like, this fish don't have hips. Oh, she meant herself. Don't I look like a young lady with pink cheeks and vermilion lips? Aside. What do they... Oh, wow. Is this meant to be up here? This was an aside? That's just a bit complicated. What do they call you, Granny? You can call me Grandma Zheng. Zheng. I sell flowers on the street. Dearie, such a soft-spoken girl like you won't sell a fish before the sky turns dark. You might be beautiful, but if you're too shy to raise your voice, you won't be able to fill your stomach. Jishin lowers her head. You're so funny, Granny. Oh no, where? What happened? My string of pearls. I never take it off my wrist. But it's gone. How could that be? Enter Fandier, dressed in a colourful stage clothing and holding the string of pearls. Dongtang, andante calmo. Like a golden crow that utters the truth beyond the waves' blue. I went for a stroll, and a string of pearls appeared in my view. My name's Fang Jie, at your service. I make a living doing odd jobs in the docks. My brothers here selected me as their leader. The string of pearls I picked up today must belong to that lady. I intend to return it to its original owner, though I don't want to be falsely accused of an indecent act. Perhaps I shall see if there are any marks of wearing the pearls on her wrist. Dongtang, 12-bar prelude, irato. In scorching sun and steaming breeze, does selling fish come with ease? My fish are fresh, that I guarantee. Boil them or fry, the choice belongs to thee. Those fish are as fierce as a tiger. They won't stop moving even for a second. Would you like to step forward and introduce yourself? Zishin steps forward. It's only fitting that these beautiful pearls belong to a fair lady of equal beauty. Dongtang, appassionato. My heart is telling me that this man might be a Mac, taking pleasure in playing with me, but he won't fool me with this nonsense. I turn around with my apricot eyes wide open and scold him. I have never heard someone describe their eyes or others' eyes as apricot. Such a scoundrel like you must have no dignity. No need to get so angry, my lady. I just wanted to check if there are marks of wearing the pearls on your wrist. It looks like indeed you are the rightful owner, my lady. Now that the string of pearls is returned to you, I need not worry any more. My name's Fan. Fanzier pauses, covers his mouth, and turns to leave. Exit, Fanzier. It's time for me to go. Oh, hero, please wait. Dongtang lento inig. Led by my timid heart, I wronged a righteous man. I can't even remember the name of that hero of mine. What should I do to thank him? How shameful. But, my dearie, what is it if not destiny? A fair lady has finally met her noble hero. This is entertaining, if nothing else. I think I'm enjoying myself a little too much. Okay, Volume 2, Act 2, The Search for the Gentleman. Male role, Fanzier, female role, Jishin, comic role, Grandma Zhang. Oh, additional comic roles, Jiang San, Lisse, and Wang Irma. I'm going to butcher those names. Scene 1. Enter Jishin and Grandma Zhang. Aside. I have been depressed of late, and in no wise have I been at peace. For I spoke in error against a hero seeking to do good. He sought to return my string of pearls, and I did him no thanks, nor ask him his name, but instead upbraided him most grievously. Shamed I am, and do wish to find my benefactor, but amidst this vast harbour, how shall I find him? As I see it, dearie, you need not be so sorrowful, nor should you be troubled. Oh, Granny, why do you say so? You need only put up a notice, offering more up to the one who returns the string of pearls. Will he not then come forth? Danting and Dante Calmo. Thus it is said, as wine turns red people's faces, so do riches move many places. Jishin lowers her head and paces. I am of a mind to find him with this device, yet I wonder if he should come forthwith. Come now, do not hesitate. Let us take action. You shall lose little who rely on me. Exeunt Jishin and Grandma Zhang. Scene 2. Enter Zhang San, Lisse, Wang Irma. Sperstim. Sorry, there's an R there. My apologies. I am Zhang. Oh, these are males? Okay. I am Zhang San. I, Lisse. And I, Wang Irma I. Hark at that notice. Let me go up and earn the bounty. Shall the officer ask, think to do good, do you? Ha! A fool is he who would speak true. Oh, brothers, are you all bound for that lass Zishin's place, her reward to claim? Indeed, so it is. Picked up a headdress also, did you? No, I'd have sworn it was her earrings. Falsehood, 'twas the flower upon her head. Fools, perfume it was. Ah, however it may be, sure am I that we all know well the score. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha. I'm not reading the individual names as I go along. You'll get the gist of it. Zhang San, Lisse, and Wang Irma turn to Xixing. Ah, Xixin, have you my bounty ready? For I, Zhang San, have found your lost perfume. Stand aside, friend, for I have come to return your headdress. The prize is mine, therefore. No. Wang Irma is who returns your earrings. Mine is the reward. You lot dizzy me. For we have never met, and if I lost my earrings, scents, or headwear, would I not know it? Why, you must have forgotten it in your hurry at the fish store. Just give the reward here, do not worry. The morrow then, and be quick about it, or I shall ruin your stall and your good name. Wow, dicks. Ah, how I have attracted the eye of these worthless scoundrels. Granny, see what trouble your plan has brought. Worry not, lass, I shall devise a way to see them off. Ha! Ha? Zhang San, Lisse, and Wang Irma fall to the ground? I had this lass put up a false bounty to catch such thieves as you. The items you bring are false. Now hand them over. Or else what? Then the headdress made of prize glaze lilies, the earrings of fine noctilucus. Cool, jade. And the scents shipped in from a faraway land. You shall have to pay for them all. Now then, where is the mora? Give it here. Grandma Zhang pursues Zhang San, Lisse, Wang Irma, broom in hand. Ow, stop hitting us, please. We don't want your mora anymore. Now to find that fellow who truly picked her things up, to come and own up, sooner rather than late. Scene 3. Zhang San brings Fan Jie in. Why, I have it now. You must be the thief who took the lady's things. My brothers and I took a beating on your account. I, Fan Jie, haven't ever been upright in such things as stealing up beneath me. Do not think to accuse me falsely. Well, aren't you a stubborn one? Dare you go up with me to meet the owner of the lost goods? I fear you not. Let us go indeed. Let us go. Indeed, I should like to see who it is who maligns me. Jiang San and Feng Jie turned to Zixin. Is the proprietor not Zixin? I shall see how you get out of this one. Ah, so it is you then. Dongtang appassionato. This was the lady who was wroth, and no more words came from her mouth. Dongtang allegro. Cease deceiving the young woman, for I am Fan Jie, a dock worker. I have lived frugally and humbly, whereupon would I steal a lady's makeup. You met my honesty with accusations, though I returned the item swiftly as I could. Ah, so this hero is named Fan Jie. It is my fault, then, that he should have been tangled up in this business. I shall beg his forgiveness shortly, and should he not accept, twice or thrice more shall not be too few. Zixin walks up to apologize to Feng Jie. Oh, hero, indeed we had a misunderstanding before, but... Feng Jie turns. Zixin smiles and steps forward. I did have some other motive in doing this, for you did not leave your name behind when you left, and I wished to repay you, but found you not. So I decided on this device. It is my fault that such trouble came to you. Please, allow me to apologize. Oh, Dongtang lento inig. Though I was at first resentful to be maligned, when I calmed down to think, I realized it was all but a misunderstanding. Calm must rule me, lest I speak in error. If I may ask you, you said earlier that the business from before was a misunderstanding. You were reminded to seek the person who returned your string of pearls, and put out that notice, which by chance snared me wrongly. Is that true? It is, and again I apologize. Fan Jie catches Zixin. Nay, you need not be so polite. You do me too much honor. I, too, acted rashly, and put you upon the spot. I, too, must apologize. Oh no, please. Fan Jie salutes her. What? What are you doing? So is this the Mora to be paid or not? Oh, shush you. This is their tale. What business is it of yours? See, all the ladies and gentlemen in the audience are here to see a show by Yunjin. Yunjin! Oh, okay. And they have no time for your nonsense. Open your eyes and see, and stand aside there. Exeunt, Grandma Jiang, dragging Jiang San. Come to think of it, I sell fish here every day. How is it, then, that I have never seen you? I pass this way each day to work. Perhaps I was lost amid the throng, but perchance we will meet tomorrow. So it is. May we meet again. Meet then. What if they don't meet? Oh, that does not bode well. What if they don't meet again? Aww. This feels like it's going to have some pretty grim undertones, but we continue. Volume 3, Act 3, The Pearls Lost Again. We've got Fan Jie, Zixin, Grandma Zhang, the villain Wu Wang, and extra comic roles of Wu Yi, and Wu Er. Scene 1. Enter Zixin and Fan Jie from either side. Have we just decided to change how we spell his name? Or rather, there's supposed to be a space and a capital J, but we're just bundling in? Why not? The dogs do bark excitedly at dawn. The sun shines, and the frost on the eaves thin. Is that Miss Zixin I see? Indeed it is. Is that you, Fan Jie? Dontang Sanza Misura. You think they'd come up with different, what's the word I'm looking for? It's musical connotations, musical instructions, but they're always the exact same ones. There are other terms you could use. I dreamed of you fair last night. I regretted our parting, though we meet again soon. That my heart's desire should come true. O hero, O maiden. The sun speeds westwards and high, and work begins at the docks. I must go and begin my day. Miss Zixin, I take my leave. Zixin salutes and watches him depart. Fan Jie turns back as he grows further away. Zixin lowers and raises her head again as Fan Jie exits. Zixin wrings her hands. Dongtang lento inig. Ah, to have turned cowardly at the last moment. Exits Zixin. Scene 2. Enter the playboy Wu Wang, open-collared and dressed in green, with his companions Wu Ye and Wu Er. Aloud. I am the great Wu Wang, master of these streets. Today I am bored and idle, and thus stroll about looking for sport. Oh, wow, I can tell he's going to be so likable already. Wu Ye, Wu Er. Yes, sir. I have a mind to eat something new today. Have you any ideas? What about some golden shrimp balls? I tire of fine meat and fatty fish. Golden shrimp balls seem all right. Go hence and find a store that sells a serving of those shrimp balls. I will. Wait. It must be fried to a pure golden sheen without even the slightest hint of being burnt. Without even the slightest hint of being burnt. Okay. Hold. And they must be of size most equal. Not one shall be larger or smaller than the next. And they shall all be the same size, yes. Do you wish to go over the instructions again? No need. Do you have any other requests, sir? Just say the word. And if the store fails to meet your expectations, then let's do as we always do. What do we always do? Not to give them any more, of course. No. Come, look at the fish stall yonder. Now there's a beauty more filling than a fine meal. Dong-tang lento inig. Let us go up and seek some details as we may, all the better to seize her with. Wu Wang turns to Xu. Would you like to buy fish, sir? Why, of course. Which family do you hail from, miss, and where fare your parents? I grew up at the docks. My parents have grown old, and I run the store alone, selling fish to make men's meat. Why do you ask, sir? Turns sottovoce. Wonderful. Her parents are not at hand. A fine chance to strike indeed. Turns back, facing Xu. Then, miss, are you yet engaged or pledged to be wedded? I have not, sir, for I have busied myself working all this time. But, sir, what does the matter of my marriage have to do with your business buying fish? Turns sottovoce. Very good. She has plighted no troth. If trouble should come of this, no one will save her. Turns back, facing Xu. Then, miss, have you one you are enamoured with? Xu lowers her head and says nothing. Dong-tang sends a mesura. See how she casts down her eyes without speaking. So then, there is no such person. Evil enters and masters my thoughts. Come, friends, take her hence. Let us not waste precious time or beauty. Exeunt Wu Wang, Wu Ye, and Wu Er, taking Xixing with them. Did they just kidnap her in broad daylight? Oh my god, this took a bloody sinister turn. Whoo! Scene 3, enter Grandma Zhang. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, if you have listened oft to Yunjin's plays and become wise to the ways of theatre, then you have likely guessed what shall come next. Shall we not now accelerate towards a fight most fierce? But before the hero steps forth, he must by fortune be inspired. When evil beasts run amok, disturbing the lives of the people, or when the times and tides are turbulent, that is when heroes arise. If you should pluck up your courage, your deeds shall be remembered, but if you prove craven, who then will remember if you were named Zhang-jie, Wang-jie, or Fan-jie? And what's more, we ordinary folk must show our mettle, and yet leave a tale of rescuing our fair lady. Let us see how Fan-jie shall act. Enter Fan-jie. Alas, why have you only arrived now? Mrs. Yixin here was just taken by the notorious hooligan Wu Wang. Dong-tang allegro. Alas! When I heard her words, I was affright, but I never thought that catastrophe was so near to me. This villain burns, steals, and kills as he wills. If I were to go forth, I shall, in all likelihood, not return. Grandma Zhang tosses a string of pearls to Fan-jie. Sir Fan, whatever shall we do? Dong-tang allegro. As I see these pearls, my resolve hardens. How could I surrender a maiden to this villain? Pearl-string in hand, I draw my sword in fury, to make contrite that Wu Wang, and have him sue for mercy. Exeunt Fan-jie and Grandma Zhang. My fucking god, I am enjoying this so thoroughly. Too bad I think this is the only one of its kind in these books, but I want more. I am very much invested in this story. I want to know how it ends. Volume 4, Act 4, Trial by Candlelight. We have Fan-jie, Xixin, and Wu Wang. Oh, he's suddenly a comic villain as opposed to just a villain. Okay. Scene 1. I almost kind of expected Grandma Zhang to come in, just watch from the shadows to get some kicks out of it for shits and giggles, but apparently not. Fan-jie with a robe, stage upper left. Xixin sits alone, stage right. Dong-tang, appassionato. O cursed villain, to steal a maiden in broad daylight. My beloved suffers, and I grieve. Oof, beloved. God, that escalated quickly. So it falls to my sword to bring judgment on those who so forsake the law. Let us away. Fan-jie spurs his horse and heads for Wu Wang's stronghold. Swiftly did I ride here, pursuing the sounds of merriment from afar. This, then, must be the wolf's den. If I am to rescue Xixin, I must scout their lair out with care. A good plan. We go. Fan-jie leaps over the rear wall. Exeunt. Common time. Within a lone lamp and half-burnt candles, and without lurk the wolves and tigers, who could have expected such disaster, and how shall I flee this hive of villainy? Scene 2. Wu Wang enters from the right through a door, drunk. I come and go wherever I am pleased, and even gods fall if I am not appeased. Got one in the day, didn't I? That lovely, lovely lady. Now that we have made merry, as is our wont, it is time we meet the fair maiden, Dongtang Andante Galmo. Here that impetuous, drunken rascal comes. Still, the weeping candlelight is in my hand. You shall not have me. Wu Wang chases Jishin. Jishin strikes Wu Wang with the candlestick. He falls down. She slumps in relief. Dongtang Andante Galmo. In the confusion, a stroke of fortune. On shaking feet I flee. Not a light to be seen outside. How is this so dark? Perhaps I should relight this candle. No. Would I be imperiled if recaptured? Better than to carry this unlit light and grope our way out through the night. Yes, so shall it be done. Ah, she rescued herself, which is cool. Good for her. Yay. But it also, there's no more romance. Fanjie doesn't get to rescue her. That's kind of sad. Volume 5, Act 5. Twin Pals Returned. Fanjie, Zixing, and Wu Wang. Scene 1. Fanjie at stage upper left, Jishin at stage upper right. Wu Wang lies on the ground, his eyes closed. The two people grope in the darkness of Wu Wang's lair. Their hands make contact in the dark, but not knowing who the other is, they draw away in alarm. Wu Wang awakens. Why, that girl is as willful as I, to dare to strike me so. No one is about. Perhaps they have fled further within. The night has come, the gate closed. Unless they jump to the wall, how should that maiden escape? Surely not by the gate. Wu Wang enters the hall. Ha! These louts are drunk out of their gourds. Not one lightly lit. Well, let me get one myself, and let us begin our search. Wu Wang steps on Fanjie's foot in the dark, and they both draw back. Ha ha! So there you are. Wu Wang stretches his arms out to lunge at Fanjie, who ducks. They stumble about in the dark as Jishin shrinks into a corner. Wu Wang finally grabs Fanjie. I have you. Have you grown so wide about the waist since last we met? I put on more clothes, all the better to keep warm with. What are we doing, a Red Riding Hood situation here? Indeed, one must wear more in cold weather. Then why have you grown so tall? I have worn high shoes, all the better to put on a show with. Oh, surely that must be difficult. And why have your hands grown so rough? Well, lean closer and I shall tell you. Of course, of course. Fanjie stabs Wu Wang with his sword. To bear a sword, all the better to take your life with. Wu Wang falls. Scene 2. Foul villain, but a stroke and you are slain. Are you Fanjie? This voice. You must be Miss Jishin. Fanjie and Jishin reach out and touch each other. Fanjie. You must have suffered. I have slain that devil. His minions are all that remain. His death shall scatter them like monkeys when their great tree falls. Do not fear. I shall break the gate. Fanjie breaks the gate. Ah, my life would have been forfeit had you not arrived. Dongtang lento inig. A heart of pearls in your house shall nest. In the skies with the wind shall we find rest. The white moon shines o'er the catalpus glade, and with lowered head the promise is made. Aww, they kiss at the end. Aww, I loved that. That was so much fun. Ah, if only we could see it in the game. You could just sit down for like a theatre production of Yunjin's and just watch it. This game will never have that level of immersion. Look, Red Dead 2 did it. It was fantastic. Why can't Genshin do it? To be fair, Red Dead 2 is just a game far beyond many others, so it's hard to bring other games up to its level. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. It was long, but it was fun, and I enjoyed the story. It's a shame that Grandma Zhang didn't come back in at the end. Oh, that would have been a great way to end it. Well, they ended kissing. It's pretty enough.